To his inside in car 25 from Delavan, Wisconsin, the Cunis Country Auto Group, Lake Lawn Resort, car number 25, it's Russ Blakely. Outside of row number 10, a former winner of the Tuesday night special here at Madison International Speedway. It's the 52 car from Wausau, Wisconsin. The Auto Select of Weston and Stevens Point Chevrolet, it's Chris Wimmer. To Chris's inside, the four-time Madison International Speedway champion in the red, black, and white, number 5 from Rockton, Illinois. Last Friday night's feature winner, the RaceTeamGear.com Colony Brands Ford, it's Jeremy Miller. Outside of row number 9, in car number 97, the four-time Mid-American Stock Car Series champion, the Elements by Hanks Craft, Greater Milwaukee Auto Auction Chevrolet, it's James Swan. To his inside in 63 from West Allis, Wisconsin, the XPPO.com, B&B Race Engines, Odyssey Restaurant, Chevrolet, it's Gary Lamont. Up next, a couple of Illinois drivers make up row number 8. To the outside in 17. From Machesney Park, Illinois, it's Brian Johnson Jr. To the inside in 14, the super late model rookie from Roscoe, Illinois, and a recent high school grad. The Cook's Transmissions, Haas Builders, Nason's Landscaping, car number 14, it's Austin Nason. Car number 39 starts outside the 7th row and is always a threat here at Madison International Speedway. It is the Spring Green Health Mart DMJ Trucking 39 from DeForest, Andrew Morrissey. To the inside, the multi-time track champion here at MIS from Cambridge, Wisconsin. In the fast signs, car number 2, the Bennett Smutton Egg Chevrolet Impala. How about a nice hand for Dale Nottestad? Outside of row number 6, it's last year's champion here at Madison International Speedway and the defending Big 8 Late Model Series champion from Edgerton, Wisconsin, the UAW Region 4 FIC Supply Chevrolet, it's Casey Johnson. To his inside at car number 2, the youngest winner in history here at Wisconsin's fastest half mile, a winner this year up at Golden Sands Speedway and always a good runner here at MIS. In car number 2 from South Beloit, Illinois, it's Michael Bilderback. Outside of row number 5, no stranger to racing here in this region, and a big part of the event here tonight at MIS, car number 77, formerly of Spring Valley, Illinois, now of Jenison, Michigan, the Boyne Machine Tech Financial Services Ford Fusion. Welcome back to MIS, Ross Kenseth. To his inside in 87, the two-time Madison International Speedway champion and winner of May's Joe Shear Classic here at Wisconsin's fastest half mile. The RaceTeamGear.com, Colony Brands, Ford Fusion, it's Nathan Hosley. Your fast qualifier starts 8th tonight. The white number 5 from Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin. He's won more features at Madison International Speedway in the last 2.5 years than any other race car driver. The Cranberry Creek Cranberries, Habelman Brothers Cranberries, Don's Auto and Truck Center number 5, Travis Sauter. To the inside, it's the 3-time track champion and also the current point leader here at Madison International Speedway in 93. The Jeff Fuller Realty, Woolers Heating and Air Conditioning, Leo's Upper Dells Bar 93. How about it for feisty Dave Filer? Starting in 6th spot in the 11 car, young hot shoe from Montello, Wisconsin. Driving the Interstate Sealant and Concrete Chevrolet, it's Bobby Kendall. To the inside of him, it's the multiple-time MIS track champion in multiple divisions. Car 28 from Beloit, the First Supply, Brown Heating and Air Conditioning, Hogan Farms, Dietz Concrete Ford, Bobby Wilberg. Outside of row number 2, back here at Madison International Speedway in car number 8, just like he used to be. The Smart Motors, Hennessy Implement, Toyota Camry. How about it for Matt Kenseth? To the inside of row number 2, your B&B Lawn Care Fast Dash winner from Roscoe, Illinois. The ITL Motorsports Chevrolet, it's Kyle Shear. And on the front row for the 100-lap main event, outside front row in 99 from Port Orange, Florida, the Race Tech Chassis Valley gasket entry. How about it for Dalton Zier? And ready to lead the field to green in 25 from Waterford, Wisconsin. It's the Rybar Corporation Race Team Gear, Greg Bauer Trucking, Great Lakes Components, Chevrolet. It's Jeff Hurricane Storm. The drivers are ready. Are you ready to go racing? We need your help to get them started. Clear your throats and help me count from 6 to 1 to start the engines. Let's go from 6, 5. Let's go racing! Two by two behind the pace vehicle. Some of the best super late model drivers anywhere are here tonight at Madison International Speedway on this night of stars. Getting ready to go racing and put on a show for you great race fans who have showed up tonight. So when they come by, let's send them off in style. Up out of your seat, up on your feet, stand and wave, make some noise. It is late model showtime. They'll get them warmed up. We're a couple laps away. Before we go racing, 2 laps to warm up their Hoosier Racing tires. 2 to warm them up before we start them up. '22, high-powered super late models ready to go. Arnie Thompson, your starter, in the starter's stand. Green flag pointed straight in the air. That means 1 lap away from green. The hand is won. This time we show, next time we go 100 laps. After years away, the Tuesday night special has returned to Wisconsin's fastest half mile. Jeff Storm and Dalton Zier lead the field 2 by 2 in 3 and 4. Hold on! Dalton Zier wants the early lead of the 99. Matt Kenseth right behind him. Kenseth the third. Zier and Storm side by side. Kendall and Wilberg battle for 5th. World's fastest parade lap. Kenseth settles in line to 3rd. He lets Zier hang high. Scheer sideways, bottled up in front of Wilberg. Everybody keeps on. Storm and Zier still side by side with Kenseth in 3rd. Scheer under duress. Wilberg wants 4th. Bobby Wilberg has a fast car in 28. Nudges to the inside of Scheer. Jeff Storm edges to the lead. Storm to the lead. Matt Kenseth won 2nd place in the 8 car. Diving inside of the Floridian Zier. Side by side for the runner-up position. Kenseth nudges ahead. Wilberg puts his boot to the inside of Kyle Scheer in 36. Dave Filer and Bobby Kendall side by side for 6th. Fast qualifier Travis Sutter right behind Filer. Kenseth the 2nd. Storm leads Matt Kenseth by 2 car lengths. 3-way battle, 3 wide for 3rd. 3 wide for 3rd. Wilberg and Scheer swaggle up Zier. Holy cow, Bobby Wilberg's in 3rd. Bobby Wilberg wants to go. He's 3rd. Scheer to 4th, Zier to 5th. Sauter on the back end of Dave Filer for 6th. Osli 8, Kendall 9. Bilderback rounds out the top 10. Matt Kenseth in the 8 car closing down the deficit between he and the race leader Jeff Storm. 2 car length and a half. Wilberg closing in on that lead duo as well. Bobby Wilberg in car 28 trying to close up with the lead duo of Jeff Storm and Matt Kenseth. This time around, 8 laps complete, still 92 laps left to go on a 100 lapper. Kenseth closes in. Dave Filer looks to the inside of Dalton Zier for 5th. Filer sizing up Zier. Zier flies up the hill. Kyle Scheer and Bobby Wilberg both closing on Matt Kenseth, who's putting the wood to the 25 of Jeff Storm. Stormy's lead is under a car length on Kenseth. Wilberg to the back bumper at Kenseth as well. Scheer 4th, and it's 10 car lengths back to 5th, where Dalton Zier is. Filer has given challenges to Zier. Zier hits the bottom of the crack and sparks on a turn 4. 10 laps complete, 95 to go. 65 laps away from the break. Filer inside of Zier, who again can't keep it held down. Sauter and Osli closer to the back of feisty Dave Filer. Here comes Filer, not wasting any more time. Filer looks to the inside of the 99 car and Dalton Zier. Side by side they go for 5th down the back chute. Kenseth wants the lead. Matt Kenseth to the lead on lap 12. Jeff Storm battles back to the outside. Wilberg and Scheer to building at Kenseth to the lead. Wilberg on the bumper of Matt LeBret. Wilberg 2nd. Bobby Wilberg wants the lead. He's going to give a bump to Kenseth out of turn 4. There they go. Battling it out for the race lead. Kenseth and Wilberg. Wilberg to the inside of Matt Kenseth. Side by side. to go, and Jeff Storm for third. Filer fifth. Now Sauter wants fifth. Battle for first. Battle for third. Battle for fifth. 15 laps complete. Wilberg with the lead. Bobby Wilberg ahead of Matt Kenseth for the lead. Shear turning up the wick on Jeff Storm for third. Brakes are already glowing on Kyle Shear's 36. Travis Sauter in fifth. Kyle Shear peeking inside of Jeff Storm. Battle for third. Shear sizing up Storm in turn 3 and 4. Closing in on 20 laps complete. Oh, Stormy wobbles in two. So here comes Shear. Side by side for third. Kyle Shear into third. Things beginning to stabilize just a little bit. Things stabilizing a little bit on the speedway. Closing in on 20 complete is Bobby Wilberg by 3 car lengths on Matt Kenseth. 4 car lengths ahead of Kyle Shear, who sits in third. Then in fourth, it's Jeff Storm in 25. Storm losing ground. Travis Sauter, who currently sits fifth of the 5, has a car length and a half off of Jeff Storm for fourth. Sixth is Dave Filer at 93. Seventh is Dalton Zier at 99. 8 is Nate Hosline at 87. Ninth is Bobby Kendall, the 11. Michael Bilderback 10th to the 2 car. He's closing in on Bobby Kendall for 9th. Casey Johnson in 11th spot. Then it's Ross Kenseth in 12th. Andrew Morrissey 13th. Brian Johnson Jr. 14th. James Swan 15th. 16th it's Austin Nason. 17th is Gary LeMond. 18th Chris Swimmer. 19th Jeremy Miller. 20th Russ Blakely. 21st Chuck Garrison. One vehicle has exited the race so far. 21 cars on track. 78 to go. Bobby Wilberg is your leader. Travis Sauter in fourth. Within the last lap, Travis Sauter completed the move for fourth. Sauter 3 car lengths ahead of Jeff Storm. Dave Filer and Dalton Zier battle for position. That's 6th place, and it's side by side on a turn 2. As Dalton Zier makes a run in car number 99. Zier back to 6th outside of Dave Filer. Wilberg stretching his lead, extending it to 7+ car lengths on Matt Kenseth in the 8 car. Closing in on the quarter pole, almost 25 completed, 75 to go, 50 laps to the break. Trouble for Kyle Shear in 36. Kyle Shear in 36 off the pace. He was running in 4th last time by. Now Kyle Shear off the pace in 36. That puts Jeff Storm back in 4th and 25. It moves Dalton Zier into the top 5 of the 99. Top 5 equally separated by an even amount of car lengths. They've got a lot of cushion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nate Hosline in 6th ahead of Dave Filer. Ross Kenseth into 11th as he goes underneath Kyle Shear. Laps ticking away in the first segment of the Colony Brands 100 with Bobby Wilberg running away. Travis Sauter all the way in car number 5. Sauter, your fast qualifier on a mission tonight. 5.5 car lengths off with a second place 8 car of Matt Kenseth. Dalton Zier running down Jeff Storm for 4th in turn 3. 2 car lengths the distance. Zier, the Floridian, his first full race here at MIS. Looking good on the big track. A car length off of Storm for 4th. James Swan inside of Ross Kenseth for 11th out of turn 2. Side by side for 11th with Swan storming underneath of Ross Kenseth. Kyle Shear to the 36 car to the pit area. Shear's night is done. Your dash winner, 30 laps complete, 70 to go. Shear, the second car to retire. Getting close for second as Travis Slaughter closes in on Matt Kenseth. Battle for fourth as Sear out of turn 4 looks to the inside of Jeff Storm in the red number 25. Bobby Wilberg's lead is massive, 15 car lengths out of turn 4. Travis Slaughter rolling along just like he does. Looking to pick off second, going to the inside of Matt Kenseth in turn 1. Trouble in a backstretch, trouble in a backstretch. It's Jeremy Miller in car number 5, and a yellow flag comes out. Yellow flag of the speedway, first yellow of the race for Jeremy Miller, who spins to the back straightaway infield in the black number 5. And a really wickedly bad day may have came to an end for Jeremy Miller on the backstretch. His car yet to leave the grass on the back straightaway. Officially 31 laps completed, 69 laps left to go in the Colony Brands 100. Some terrific action in the first bit of this race. Bobby Wilberg has the lead in car 28. Can the local favorite, who's turned more laps here than just about anybody, pocket the big $5,000 payday? I don't know if Bobby Wilberg's won any purses much higher than $5,000 to win. It could be his biggest win purse-wise. Wilberg leads. Matt Kenseth second to the 8. He had the lead early. Wilberg stole it away. Kenseth second. Travis Sauter in third. Sauter has been moving through the field. Started 8th, up to 3rd. Jeff Storm holding 4th. And how about the Floridian Dalton Sear, the native of Port Orange, Florida, who compared this track to New Smyrna Speedway, not too far from his home in Central Florida. Looks right at home. He is 5th spot in the Race Tech Chassis house car number 99. The car is from up by Green Bay. The driver is from Florida. Nate Hosley 6th and 87. Dave Filer 7th and 93. Bobby Kendall 8th in the 11. Michael Bilderback 9th in the 2. And Casey Johnson rounds out your top 10 in the black and silver 5. Last call 50-50. Last call 50-50. If you have not yet purchased your 50-50 tickets, please do so now. The ladies are making their way through the grandstands. We'll draw the winner during the break at lap 75. The cone is down at the start-finish line. They'll pick and choose for position. Again, nobody has to go above the cone on the restart, but if you want to improve your chances, improve your spot, you can go high. Matt Kenseth has ran good on the high side. Will he go high? The leader rarely goes high, and Wilberg won't, and Kenseth will, and they'll shuffle it up from here. Pretty even split up through the top 10 cars or so. Bottom side of the track, as you have seen, is the preferred line around the track. But they've been able to pass and race from up high, so several takers to the high end. 1 lap away from green. 1 lap signal is up. The lights dim atop the Madison International Speedway pace vehicle. "31 laps complete, 69 laps to go. With 25 to go, we'll have the break. The 10-minute break for the crews to adjust on their cars. So under 50 laps left till the break. A lot of action in the first 31 laps, and now that they're side by side, will they separate? Wilberg, Kenseth, first double row, back they come to green. Good restart for Matt Kenseth to the high side of Bobby Wilberg. Side by side. Wilberg sneaks ahead on a turn 2. Storm to 3rd. Jeff Storm 3rd. Sauter 4th. Bobby Kendall into 5th. Kendall makes the move up top around Dalton Sear. Kendall 5th. Sauter wants 3rd back. Wilberg again by a car length leads Matt Kenseth. Those two begin to step out. 2 to 3 car lengths the advantage between Kenseth and the rest of the field. Storm, then Slaughter. Now Zier in 6th. Back to the bumper, the 5th place 11 of Bobby Kendall. Slaughter to the inside of Storm, again for 3rd place in turn 2. Storm hangs in from the top side of the track. Slaughter digs to the bottom side as they go to turn 3. Easily, Travis Slaughter edges ahead of Storm. Michael Bilderback and James Swan battle. Swan made headway on the restart. James Swan and Michael Bilderback battle for 8th in turn 2. Dave Filer has fallen to 10th from 6th on the restart. .40 laps away from the break. Bobby Wilberg by 6 car lengths leads Matt Kenseth. Here comes Travis Slaughter again in the 5, closing up to the Smart Motors Toyota of Kenseth. Bilderback back to the inside of James Swan. Michael Bilderback to 8th. Filer and Swan go side by side for 9th. Three-way battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th between Bobby Kendall, the 11, the 99 of Dalton Zier, and the 87 car of Nathan Haslai. Zier bumps to the bottom side of the 11 of Kendall. Travis Slaughter within 2 car lengths of the back bumper of the 8 car of Matt Kenseth. Wilbert not quite running away like he did the last time, but still with a steady lead. Filer and Bilderback side by side for 8th down the front stretch. Dave Filer, the veteran, Bilderback, the young hard charger. They're side by side on a turn 2. The 5th place battle is catching the 4th place car. Jeff Storm in 25, backing up the Bobby Kendall, the 11. Dalton Zier, the 99, and the 87 of Nate Haslai. For 2nd spot down the backstretch. It's Slaughter in the 5, drafting the 8 of Matt Kenseth as they go to turn 1. Kenseth gives Slaughter just a peek. Kenseth wobbles up the track. Slaughter to the inside of Matt Kenseth for the 2nd spot. 40 laps complete, 60 laps to go. Travis Slaughter into 2nd. By a car length and a half over Matt Kenseth. James Swan and Michael Bilderback battle again. That's for 9th now. Swan digs to the bottom of Bilderback. Easy move to 9th for James Swan. Wilberg's lead steady at about 7.5 car lengths on Travis Slaughter in 5. Can Slaughter run down Wilberg? Will he even try and turn the wick up before the break? Kenseth 3rd. Storm has made a little bit of room between he and the battle for 5th. And again, here comes Dalton Zier to the back bumper of Bobby Kendall for the 5th position on a turn 3 and 4. To the bumper again comes Dalton Zier. Closing in on the halfway mark of the Cavalier Brands 100. Bobby Wilberg leads the way. Swan closing up on the 93 of Dave Filer. That'll be for 8th if Swan can get there. He's 2.5 car lengths off the back end of Filer. Zier again peeks to the inside of Bobby Kendall for 5th spot in turn 1. Kendall slams the door on Zier. Chris Wimmer making a run in the 52. Wimmer started dead last. Chris Wimmer to 11th. He started 20th. He's 11th for the 52. Don't count him out. About half a track behind the leader. And if he can get within the top 10 before the break, that 52 could be in the mix. Slaughter is catching Wilbur. Dalton Zier into 5th on a turn 4. Zier inside of Kendall. Dalton Zier back to 5th. Nate Haslai slips to 6th. Haslai slips to 6th. Kendall the 7th. Swan all over the back end of the 93 at A5. They're catching Kendall rapidly. Here goes Swan. James Swan in 8th. Leader Bobby Wilbur brings the field down the back straightaway. When they hit the line this time, that'll be 50 laps scored. 50 laps to go. Halfway home for your leader, Bobby Wilbur. 25 away from the break. Wimmer inside of Ildermack to get in the top 10. Chris Wimmer halfway through the field from 20th to 10th. Lead has shrunk to 5 car lengths between 28 Bobby Wilberg and the white 5. Your fast qualifier, Travis Sauter. Wilberg able to get to the whip and get down the backstretch. It helps his lead every time. Now the lap car is Shear between the lead duo, and Shear's 36 sputters and backfires. Dalton Zier is on the way. He's running down Jeff Storm for 4th. James Swan is on the way. Swanee closing up on Bobby Kendall's 11th car. That'd be for 7th. Swan makes 2 car lengths gain. Wimmer to the outside of Byler. Look at Chris Wimmer go. Oh, Wausau's Chris Wimmer is rolling. Dalton Zier closing on Jeff Storm for 4th in turn 4. Swan closing on Kendall for 7th. It'll be 45 to go. 20 laps to the break for Wilberg, who leads Sauter. Matt Kenseth 3rd. Zier to the bumper of Jeff Storm for 4th. James Swan to the bumper of Bobby Kendall. A lot of exciting racing going on. There goes Dalton Zier to the inside of Jeff Storm for 4th. Dalton Zier into 4th. The Floridian is flying. Swan still trying to make a run on Bobby Kendall in the 11th car. A car length off down the backstretch. Chris Wimmer is catching them both. It's Wilberg, then Sauter, Matt Kenseth in 3rd. Dalton Zier 4th, Jeff Storm 5th, Nate Hosline 6th. 7th is Bobby Kendall, 8th is James Swan. 9th from 20th, Chris Wimmer. Dave Byler rounds out your top 10 as we close in on 40 to go. Spin and turn 2, yellow flag out. Spin in turn 2, the 2 car of Chuck Garrettson from just down the road in Albany. Loops it around, and we have got a caution that is going to make things interesting as we close in on the lap 25 break. Or the 25 to go break, I should say. There are some movers and shakers in this field right now. It's kind of like moving day at a golf tournament as the contenders begin to make their way to the front of the leaderboard, so to speak. Of course, Bobby Wilberg, your leader in the 28, took the lead early on from Matt Kenseth. Travis Sauter from 8th to 2nd. Matt Kenseth 3rd, running the Matt Kenseth kind of consistent race. Dalton Zier in 4th, the 99, the Floridian. Jeff Storm 5th and 25. Nate Hosley 6th at 87. 7th, the 11 of Bobby Kendall. 8th, James Swan. How about Chris Wimmer from 20th to 9th in the 52? The cone is down. We'll shuffle them up. Officially 43 laps to go. Travis Sauter will go to the high end of Wilberg. See if Sauter can make the move from the top rope. Dalton Zier, can he follow him through? The 5 of Sauter, the 99 of Zier, the 97 of Swan, and the 52 of Wimmer have all been on the move in the last 20 laps. 1 lap from green. Under 20 from the break. you are getting your $20 worth tonight. Watch him now as they get ready to go. The lights take full effect. Wilberg and Sauter on the double row up front for the first time tonight. Wilberg brings them quickly. We are green. Third double row off to a slow start. The front four break away. Bobby Wilberg with a small edge on Travis Sauter. Kenseth trying to stay ahead of Alton Zier for third. Storm in fifth, and a storm brewing behind him. Sauter all over the back end of Wilberg. Kenseth and Zier. Dalton Zier into third. Dalton Zier running a big race tonight. He's third. Kenseth tries to get to the bumper, but here comes Zier. Swan and Kendall now get to battle for seventh. Wimmer back into ninth where he was before the yellow flag. Michael Builder back in 10th with pressure from behind by Ross Kenseth and by Dave Filer. 40 laps to go, 15 till the break with Bobby Wilberg, your leader. Nate Hosley wants fifth, closing in on the 25 of Jeff Storm. Swan edging ahead of Kendall for seventh. On a high side, James Swan. James Swan trying to make a swan dive from the top rope to make the move for seventh on the 11 of Bobby Kendall. Chris Wimmer closing in 52. Again, Wilberg and Sauter begin to pull away. Zier third in the rocking chair, in the clear front and back. Matt Kenseth fourth with Storm and Hosley closing in. Swan almost cleared Kendall for seventh. Now Kendall back to the inside. Wimmer right there waiting for Kendall or Swan to make a mistake. Closing in on 10 laps till the break. Wilberg again with a comfortable lead. James Swan into seventh. Spinner in turn two. Ross Blakely spins to the infield. The yellow flag is out. All alone in turn two, Ross Blakely. Now, remember what we told you earlier on, that about every time we've ran the 100 laps, the break has been at lap 75, but the option has always been between lap 60 and 75. This yellow flag flies in that window, and if you can look up in turn two, you see the crews are beginning to assemble, and the break may come just a little bit early. So the break may come just a little bit earlier than 25 to go with the yellow flag flying within the window. We will see. Blakely able to drive away. Still a good bit of cars in this race and a good bit of the cars on the lead lap. Tim Coley in the pace vehicle brings the field to the pit road area. The break will happen now. 11 laps shy of 25 to go. The crews will assemble. We'll give them time. The 10-minute clock for the break will not start until the last crew members are on the front straightaway. But the Oklahoma Land Rush is on. Here come the crews off of turn two, sprinting to their drivers on the front straightaway. We will speak with as many of the contenders as we can during the 10-minute break. We're also going to draw the 50-50. We're going to get you some Kids Club winners. So here come the crews on the run. And again, the clock will not start until the crews are in place by their cars. So boys, don't run too hard, and girls, we'll give you time till you get to the cars. There they come. Just wanted to remind everybody, it is the last call, again, for 50-50. We look to draw that winner at the end of this break. We might even get him in victory lane afterwards, so don't leave till we call that 50-50. But we will get some Kids Club winners to you. The 10-minute clock has started. The 10-minute clock has started, and the very rapid work of the crews begins here on the pit road area on the infield. We'll talk with at least our top 5 contenders, see who else we can get through here in the 10 minutes. And sometimes it's hard to get to some of these guys as they're working feverishly on the vehicles. What a thrilling feature it has been so far here in the Colony Brands 100. Lots of action from pillar to post. Down here with Dalton Zier, driver of the 99, who has been one of the guys to watch so far in the first bit of this 100-lap main event. That 99 car is working really well. What can you do to make it better, Dalton?
Well, we're debating between a chassis change or a tire change right now, but we're going to need a little bit of an improvement to catch these two out front. Of course, you got the Matt Kenseth behind you, a proven driver that's, I'm sure he's going to give me a hands full, even if our car is better. So. We're going to hold on. I mean, our car is definitely better in the longer run, so I'm hoping that it stays green all the way to the end. And these two will probably get a little bit away from me. Maybe they'll get a little racy with each other, and I'll be able to gather them back up and sneak by.
We'll keep on keeping on. Good run so far for Dalton Zier in 99. He sits in a 3rd spot. Matt Kenseth sits in his 8 car right now as his crew is going over the Smart Motors Hennessy Implement Toyota Camry. And Matt led the race early, slipped back a little bit here to 4th at the break. What can you guys do to this Toyota Camry to make it run just a little bit better?
I couldn't hear a word you said, but we're just trying to hang out up there as far as we can. The rules are a little different, 2 barrels, 4 barrels. We chose a 2-barrel, which I think was pretty obviously wrong, I guess. But, we're hanging out best we can. We're going to try to tighten the car up a little bit and hopefully get a long enough run to the end where we can creep back up there.
Getting in these super late model cars, it's no easy task after a couple of years out, especially with some of these guys that do it around here, the Sauters, the Filers, the Wilbergs of the world. I mean, this is tough company to be racing against here tonight, and, it's a fight to get to the front, right?
Yeah, a lot of great drivers, a lot of good cars, and a lot of guys that do this every week that are really good at it. So, we got to get quite a bit better to try to climb up there. So make some adjustments and see what happens.
All right, we'll see if Matt Kenseth can get that 8 car up back to the front of the field where he was very early on. Talked to Bobby Kendall here, who was among some of the top runners here early on. Started to float back a little bit. Looks like there's some issues on this 11 car. What's going on, Bobby?
Yeah, we're having a rear end leak, so I was just trying to save tires there as much as I could and get to the break. So I know we're going to try and get this fixed. Hopefully we can and get back out on the track.
I'll tell you what, you've had fast cars every time here at MIS, but you and I were talking about it earlier. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up, but boy, the luck bug just bites you at the worst times, don't it?
Yeah, I don't know. We've been fast here, and it just seems like something breaks every time. So we'll get back to the shop, work on it hard. The crew worked on it all weekend from a crash at Dow's Raceway Park. So I will just work hard throughout the week and get it ready for next Saturday.
There you go, Bobby Kendall. Tough break for the young man in the 11 car. Was among the leaders early on. Rear end issues may sideline him. Almost halfway through the halfway break. Almost halfway through the 10 minutes. Travis Sauter's getting back in the 5 car, getting ready for the second half of this 100-lapper, and you ran through the field pretty good. Car looks pretty fast. What could you do and what did you do to this car, if anything, to make it go a little faster?
We made a couple small changes. 28's pretty fast. We're going to have our work cut out for him, but pretty good night for us so far. We've been horrible to start the year, so it feels good to run up here.
It'd be a big win if Travis Sauter could get back to victory lane at a place he's won a lot at in the last couple of years. Bobby Wilberg leads the race. He's led a majority of it in car number 28. And I'll tell you what, that Ford Fusion is hauling the mail tonight. Is there anything you could do to make that car a little better?
Yeah, we got to tighten it up a little bit there at the break. I mean, it's getting a little bit loose. We're trying to save our stuff and just run out ahead of them a little bit. So I don't know how much they've saved, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm really happy with this car. First fly, a lot of guys that help out. So hopefully we can hang on here and give him a good run.
There you go. And if he sounded like he had a mouthful of ice, it's because he did. Bobby's been chomping on the ice and kind of getting the cold beverages inside of him and such, as it's hard work in these cars tonight. Under 4 minutes left in the break. Jeff Storm's having a good run. He sits 5th right now in the Colony Brands 100. Stormy, you got anything left in this car? Can you make it a little better and get to the front?
Yeah, we're trying here. The Great Lakes Components out of Burlington here. We're running pretty good here today. Hopefully, if it stays where we're at, I'm good with that. But we made a few changes, nothing crazy. We'll see if we can get it back up closer to the front here.
There you go, Jeff Storm hanging in the top 5. Going to get back in that car as we're under 4 minutes left in the break. Nate Hosline, the 87, right outside the top 5. 3 minutes left in this break. And Nate, you've kind of been sitting there and you've kind of been amongst a lot of battles. And now you've got a chance to tweak on this car and go for it. Do you think you got what it takes to get within that top 5 and rumble for the win tonight?
Well, I don't know. The RaceTeamGear.com car is not very good today. We're sliding around a lot here, and we might have a little issue here. So we're going to run it a little bit at the beginning and see what happens. It's pretty hot out here, so we'll see what happens.
All right, Nate Hosline getting buckled in. They're letting the 87 car down off the jack stands, trying to get him into the top 5. James Swan has had a good run through the field in car number 97, up to 7th spot. Swanee, it's been a good run. Looked like maybe the long run really favored you in that car.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know why. Probably a lot harder on the brakes than I wanted to be, but they haven't faded or nothing yet, so brakes are still good. Tires seem pretty decent. You know, I was playing around outside there with Bobby Kendall, and I mean, we had a good race. It was a lot of fun. I finally cleared. I went to the bottom and just slid right back at the outside anyway, so I'm like, I'll stay out here. Not the ideal groove, but I'll see what I got. I don't know. I was giving it everything I had. My crew chief just told me just go as far as you can go, and hold on if you have to. That's what I'm doing.
Well, it's working, getting closer to the top 5. See if James Swan can get in and mix it up for the 100-lapper tonight. Under 2 minutes, crew. Start making those final adjustments and getting them buttoned up. We're under 2 minutes away from firing the engines back up. We have our 5 Kids Club winners. Kids, if I call your name, yourself and a parent or guardian need to head to the Kids Club in turn 4 to claim your prizes. Matthew Bolduc, Sarah Dreyer, Vincent Norland, Cole Dennis, and Carson Phillips. If I called your name, Youngsters, you and a parent or guardian need to head to the Quest Industrial Turns 4 Kids Club to claim your prize. 1 minute left in the break. 1 minute left in the break. Super truck race earlier. Jerry Wood, the 73 here, got here late, had a big day of the wrong kind out at the Wood Farm out by Sun Prairie. The storms yesterday, last night and overnight, got to them a little bit and had some trouble with some of the buildings out on the farm. Jerry Wood wants to thank the many folks that came and helped today at the farm after the major damage to the barns on the Wood compound. Special thanks to Mikey and to Kurt for all their help especially. And boy, I tell you what, there's no better fraternity than the racing fraternity when something goes awry. Clock ticking away, the halfway break is just about complete. 3, 2, 1, the 10 minutes has expired. The 10 minutes has expired, the crews will clear, and the final laps of the Colony Brands 100 will get ready to go. Officially, Bobby Kendall in the 11 is done for the night. Those rear end issues, too much to overcome. For Kendall and crew, his night is through. So Bobby Kendall's car pushed pit side. His day is done. 36 of Gary Lamont, or 63 of Gary Lamont, and the 36 of Kyle Shear both return to the track. Laps off the pace. Racetrack safety crew, a little speedy dry down underneath where Bobby Kendall's car was, as a lot of fluid grease came out of the back end of that vehicle. We will get the cone out for this restart with 36 laps to go. And they'll have the option to double up. After the adjustments, the gloves are off and it's time to go. $5,000 on the line to the winner, and it would mean a bunch to a local favorite like Bobby Wilberg. Travis Sauter, it'd mean a lot to him to get back to victory lane after a wretched start to 2014. It would be the biggest win of Dalton Zier's young career in '99. Matt Kenseth, he always wants to win in front of the home folks of the 8. Can he make the run from 4th? Jeff Storm 5th, hanging in. Cone is going down. The picking and the choosing is coming up. Pick and choose, here we go. Wilberg low and Sauter high. Zier goes to the high side with Sauter. Kenseth gets the bottom for the first time in a long time, possibly all race. We will draw a 50-50 winner between now and victory lane, sometime either the next yellow flag or in victory lane. So don't leave till we've read off that 50-50 winner. Everybody's set up and ready for the 36 lap sprint to the finish in a Colony Brands 100. 1 lap away from green. Who thinks Bobby Wilberg can win it in a 28 car? Who's pulling for Travis Sauter in the 5? How about Dalton Zier in 99? How about Matt Kenseth? Get ready. Here we go. Showdown for $5,000. Hold on. Good start for Sauter up top. He can hang with Wilberg. Zier and Kenseth even up for 3rd. Hosley and Storm battle for 5th. Travis Sauter with a small advantage up high. Wilberg throws it back to the inside. Kenseth wants 3rd. They're real close to the top 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, separated by 2 car lengths under a bundle. Hosley sideways in a corner. He loses position. Chris Wimmer up the 6th. Wimmer up the 6th at 52. Still side by side for 1st and for 3rd. Storm in 5th. Bobby Wilberg back to the lead. Oh, look out! Kenseth and Zier go up the hill. Storm wants 4th. Matt Kenseth in a 3rd. Hosley back to the groove and running down the 52 car of Wimmer for 6th. Travis Sauter just trying to get to Bobby Wilberg, a car length off. Zier trying to get back to Matt Kenseth for 3rd. Single file they go, 2, 4, 6, 8, side by side for 9th. Dave Filer to 9th, inside and past Michael Bilderback. Ross Kenseth wants to get in a 10th. Kenseth trying to fill the gap to the inside of Bilderback. The 2 in the 77 will fight a little bit for 10th, down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, up front, Wilberg and Sauter getting away. Dalton Zier gives the bump to Matt Kenseth in turn 2. Storm closing up on Zier. Wimmer and Hosley closing up too. Wilberg by a car length on Sauter. They've got 10 car lengths between themselves and the balance of the field. 29 to go. Zier again to the back end of that Toyota that Kenseth drives off of turn 2. Wimmer within a car length and a half with a 25 of Jeff Storm for 5th. Here comes Travis Sauter. He wants the lead. It will not be easy. It will not be easy to wrestle the lead from Bobby Wilberg with $5,000 hanging in the balance. Here comes Sauter for the lead. Wilberg and Sauter for the lead in turn 1. Wilberg slams the door on Sauter out of turn 2. Kenseth gets away from Zier for 3rd. The battle begins for the lead as we close in on the final quarter of 100 laps. Wilberg making that forward wide, trying to hold on Travis Sauter, who continues to stalk Bobby Wilberg down the back straightaway. Kenseth in 3rd, getting away. If those top 2 begin to battle, Kenseth could close in. Sauter takes a peek back to the inside. 25 laps to go. Bobby Wilberg holds the lead, gets tied to the corner. Here comes Sauter. Fender to fender for the race lead down the back straightaway. Wilberg has to relent to the high side. Sauter turns it like a doorknob in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Then touch for the lead. They touch for the lead. Wilberg trying to hold on. Sauter right there. A sparks fly. Wilberg back to the lead. Bobby Wilberg back to the lead. Dalton Zier still trying to reel Kenseth back in for third. Storm trying to hold on a fifth with a mirror full of Chris Wimmer in turn 4. Again, here comes Travis Sauter. He'll make a couple more moves than Wilberg if he cannot get by him. Top 2 in step out of 4. Sauter again makes the move. Sauter has a good run heading to turn 3. Will this be the time? Wilberg floats high, throws it back in on that second groove. Sauter with the edge by a quarter car length down the back straightaway. Wilberg hangs in, he'll throw it deep. Side by side, new leader, Travis Sauter in the 5. Sauter to the lead, Wilberg back to second. Kenseth by a car length ahead of Dalton Zier for third. Here comes Chris Wimmer for fifth. Wimmer on the back end of Storm, heading into turn 3. Can Wimmer bust to the top 5 from his 20th starting spot? 20 laps to go. Travis Sauter is your leader. Travis Sauter going to the whip. Here comes Chris Wimmer for fifth in turn 3. Wimmer and Storm. 25 and 52 for the lead, or rather for fifth in turn 4. Wimmer to fifth by a bumper. Wimmer to fifth by a car. Free and clear. The 52, 15 spots to the field. 18 to go for Travis Sauter. Zier wants third again for Kenseth on a turn 4. Nate Hosley wants sixth, closing into the back bumper of Jeff Storm down the back straightaway. Dalton Zier in the 99, again gunning for a podium inside of Matt Kenseth on a turn 4. Brian Johnson Jr. takes the 17 to the pits. His night is done. Zier and Kenseth battle each other for third on a turn 2. Hosley looks to the inside of Storm for 6 down the backstretch. A sweet 16 left to go for Travis Sauter. Zier and Kenseth. That has been quite a chess match for third. They've raced very hard. Wimmer is catching them. Chris Wimmer catching third and fourth. Wimmer is cutting down the deficit between he, Kenseth, and Zier. Chris Wimmer may have the fastest car on the track in 52. Will he get a yellow? Can he make the move? Zier and Kenseth continue to toil for third, closing in on the final 10 laps. Hosley again peeks to the inside of Jeff Storm for 6th. Here goes Zier again inside of Kenseth. Bumping for third. Kenseth parks it in front of Zier. Wimmer continues to gobble up third and fourth. Sauter not getting away from Wilberg, but time is ticking away. It's down to a car length and a half between the battle for third and the 5th place car. Zier inside of Kenseth, they touch. Here goes Dalton Zier. Zier and Kenseth side by side for third. Wimmer joining, making it a 3-way battle for third in a turn 1. Nate Hosley in 6th. Zier on the backstretch, edges ahead of Kenseth. This time by 90 scored. 10 to go for the 5 of Travis Sauter. Dalton Zier for third. Zier and Kenseth have raced a heck of a race for third. Wimmer right there, that's the battle. Wilberg is only 5 car lengths off of Sauter. Does he have anything left? Zier wants third. What a race is for third between Dalton Zier and Matt Kenseth. Zier edges back ahead. Kenseth able to close the gap and power down the straightaway as the battle is for third. Sauter now going to the whip. 10 car lengths. Yellow, turn 4, turn 4, turn 4. Trouble in turn 4. Yellow flag out. Jeremy Miller got sideways. Russ Blakely about KO'd the side of that car. Got the back end. Blakely's back into the 25, ripped the shreds. Chuck Garrett's into the 2 car involved as well. We have a shootout coming up. Shootout to the finish will put everybody close with under 10 to go. Get your 50-50 tickets ready. We're going to draw for the winner. $50-50 winner will win $828. Get your tickets ready. When the cars pass by this next time, we'll read off the winner. If you have the winner, head to the main gate area to claim your prize. All right, get ready. Everybody's looking. It's like they want to win or something. All right, here we go. Winning 50-50 ticket is 173890. Winning 50-50 ticket is 173890. If you have the winning ticket, head on down to the main gate area to claim your prize. $170,890. If you have that winning ticket, head on down to the main gate to claim your prize. 173,890. Somebody's going to win over $800. Somebody's going to win $5,000 in this race. 9-lap dash for cash coming up. Travis Sauter, Bobby Wilberg, first and second. Matt Kenseth will get one more chance in the 8 and third. He's been racing hard with Dalton Zier in the 99. And how about Chris Wimmer from 20th to 5th? That Chris Wimmer is fun to watch in a race car. He comes by it naturally. There have not been many super late model races at this track since I have worked here the last 6 years that have been this exciting from start to finish. This is going to be a thriller with 9 to go. I got goosebumps just talking about it. What if those top 2 touch and go up the track? Maybe Kenseth goes to the lead. Oh my. Dade Hosley into 6th on the last stanza. Here we go. Get your popcorn ready. Pick a favorite. It's come down to a 9-lap sprint. No! Green flag does not fly, and I think we will do it again. We will do it again. We'll do it again. Leader has to set the pace, and he did not. Bobby Wilberg trying everything he can. He got the jump. However, that leader, Travis Sauter, he's got to set the pace too. Sauter's got to bring him. If he don't, Wilberg could maybe run away on the next start. If he keeps on doing that, we'll see. Here we go. Try it again. 9 to go. This looks better. This looks better. Sauter with a run. Looks better. We're green. Dalton Sear made the move to third. Bobby Wilberg wants the lead. Wilberg by half a car. Sauter back to the inside. Kenseth and Haasline battle for fourth. Wimmer in a battle for fifth. They touch for the lead. Wilberg goes around. Wilberg around. And the yellow's out. Yellow flag on a speedway. They tangle for the lead. Oh my. Two racers racing hard. They'll get them ordered back up. I don't think they'll restart exactly like that. Wilberg for sure is going to the back because he spun around and brought out the yellow flag. In the end, the judgment is 28 spun, brought out the yellow, 28 to the back alone. So Travis Sauter will still have the lead. Unfortunately, Bobby Wilberg's chance for the win is up in smoke. Did not complete a lap. That'll put Matt Kenseth in second spot in the 8 car. Sometimes things fall your way. But can he do it? You heard him during the break. He didn't quite know. Those cars ahead of him rocket fast, but he's going to race hard to get that Smart Motors Hennessy Toyota Camry to victory lane. He and Dalton Zier have raced a heck of a race side by side for a bevy of the race. So it's Sauter, Kenseth, Dalton Zier, 1, 2, 3. Chris Wimmer, 4th in 52. And Nate Haasline rounds out the top 5 at 87 in the Colony Brands car, trying to put the sponsor of the night, the victory lane. It'll take a pretty big swing and a little bit of luck. Get the 28 of Wilberg behind the 2 of Garrettson, and the lineup should be good. And we'll be ready for the cone very soon. Wilberg's just going to take the car to the pits. Because it might cost about the same to finish where he may end up as it will to head to the pits. It may be all. Lineup is good. Travis Sauter racing hard to get back to victory lane. Decent start, subpar finish to the Joe Shear Classic. Wilberg returns. Sauter struggled at Milwaukee a couple of weeks ago. Has had his struggles. He talked about it at halfway. See if he can get the win tonight at the track that has been his elixir for the last 2 years. Casey Johnson in the top 10 has raced his way to 7th, last year's track champion in the Black 5. Ross Kenseth 9th in the 77. Cone is down, pick and choose. Who's going where? Kenseth has been able to run high tonight. There he goes. Wimmer will follow Kenseth. Oh, this is going to be fun. .28 of Wilberg will go to the end of the longest lead lap line behind Chuck Garrettson's 2. Wherever Garrettson ends up, Wilberg is right there. There you go. That's where he should be. Couple laps from green, says our starter, Arnie Thompson. These super late models return here to MIS Friday night, July 11th. for round 2 of the Triple Crown Challenge, the Triple Crown Challenge, second round. Friday night, July 11th, these Super Lates return. It's going to be fun. It's always fun when the Super Lates run here at MIS. Are you enjoying this race so far? Is this fun or what? Matt Kenseth grew up, cut his racing teeth largely on this track against a lot of tough racers back when, and there's a lot of tough racers just like that right now. Here tonight, gunning for the money. 1 lap from green. Building towards a crescendo in the Comedy Brands 100. Matt Kenseth and Travis Sauter, front row. Sauter versus Kenseth. Zier and Wimmer, the second double row. Then it's Hosley and Johnson. Here we go. Good start. Sauter and Kenseth side by side. Matt Kenseth takes the lead to the corner. Kenseth to the lead. Sauter right there. Sauter not giving in. Chris Wimmer third. Zier back to the inside. New leader. Kenseth with the lead. Sauter back to the inside. Zier back to third. Past the 52 of Wimmer. And there's Kenseth. He clears. Kenseth clears. Wimmer and Zier still for third. Casey Johnson in fifth of the 5. Ross Kenseth up to 7th at 77. Kenseth begins to put distance between he and Sauter. Dalton Zier third. He and Wimmer close. Johnson and Hansline for 5th. Casey Johnson wants 4th. Trouble in turns 1 and 2. Trouble in turns 1 and 2. Blakely around. He gets it going. Blakely still going. My goodness. Field will go by him. Field will go by him. Blakely will probably get to the infield. Wimmer, Hosley, and Johnson battle for 4th. 5 laps to go for Matt Kenseth. Dalton Zier wants second, closing in on Travis Sauter in turns 1 and 2. Hosley digs to the inside of Chris Wimmer. Kenseth, Ross Kenseth, he wants the spot from Casey Johnson. Casey 6 of the 5. Can Sauter get to Kenseth for one more shot? Here comes Travis Sauter. He's got his eyes on the prize, glued to the back end of that Toyota. Whoa, Hosley up the hill. Casey Johnson in a 4th. Johnson 4th, Wimmer 5th, 3 to go. Here comes Sauter. Here comes Travis Sauter to the inside of Matt Kenseth. Kenseth gives him little room. Zier is right there. They touch for the lead. Kenseth holds. It's going to be a thriller with 2 to go. Sauter's got one more run left in him. He backs up. Kenseth gets away. Kenseth puts 2 car lengths between he and Sauter and Zier. Then it's Johnson. Wimmer in 5th at a 52. Trying to hold off a hard-charging Ross Kenseth. White flag. 1 to go for Matt Kenseth in car 8. Sauter might have one more run, and it might be in turn 3. Sauter under a car length to the back bumper of Matt Kenseth. Kenseth did that to Steve Carlson 4 years ago. Can Sauter do it tonight? He's closing at 3. He's got a shot, but it'll be Matt Kenseth back home. A winner at MIS. Ahead of Sauter. Zier 3rd. Johnson 4th. Wimmer 5th. Holy cow, what a finish! What a finish! Dalton Zier 3rd. How about Casey Johnson in 4th? Chris Wimmer from 20th to 5th. Travis Sauter 2nd. He looked like the one to beat for the longest time. But the Toyota, the 8 car, Matt Kenseth, he is the winner. Oh, Bobby Wilbur gives the flyby. Wow, what a race. What a race. Your winner unbuckling here at the start-finish line in the Smart Motors Hennessy Implement Toyota Camry. Winner of the Colony Brands 100 featuring Matt Kenseth. And one of the best super late model 100 lappers I've seen here in a long time. How about it for Matt Kenseth? In the victory area. And the first thing he's going to do is head on over and shake the hand of Travis Sauter. How about that? As those two raced hard, all the top three battling it out. We will talk to them all. Oh, my goodness. Here is your winner, Matt Kenseth, ladies and gentlemen, in victory lane. Wow. What a finish. You know, I was there were 2 to go, having flashbacks to the last time you were here, and you closed in on Carlson on the last lap. Sauter closed back in on you, but a win is a win, and that was a heck of a run those last 25 laps. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest win, but I really want to thank Smart Motors for sponsoring our car here today, and great group of guys. I appreciate them jumping on board. That was Travis' race. He got a flat tire there at the end, and we had to hang in there to be able to take advantage of that. So we had about a 3rd or 4th place car, but got in the right place and cautions fell right, and the leaders had some trouble and we were able to take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it, but you get back here in victory lane. I was telling the people during the day that I know when you come back, some guys come back home, from the big time, and they come around and whatever it is. You take this stuff pretty seriously. You want to win for all these fans when you come back home, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I get asked, probably somewhere, I don't know, between 50 and 100 times a day when we're going to win. So, unfortunately, this doesn't count toward the chase, but I'm glad we're in the right place at the right time and got the win today. I want to thank all the fans for coming out. This place is obviously really special to me, and it's a lot of fun to come back here and race at Madison.
It's been great to have you, my friend. Congratulations. Enjoy it. Matt Kenseth, your winner of the Colony Brands 100. Butch Miller talking to your runner-up. How about a nice hand for Travis Sauter in car number 5? Well, unfortunately, it wouldn't be 2014 without a little bit of wretched luck. You tapped me on the shoulder as soon as I walked down here. You have a flat left front tire, and that's a $5,000 flat.
Yeah, it really sucks. I think we had him beat for sure, but that's how racing goes sometimes. It was flat under that last caution, and I knew it was going down, but hell, you got to go for it. So I still almost passed him, but it was really hard to drive the last couple laps. But cool for him to win on such a big night for him. So glad that he comes and does this. All you fans that are here for the only time this year, come back even when Matt's not here, please.
Thank you very much. Congrats on the runner-up, Travis Sauter. And I'll tell you what an impressive 3rd place run for the driver of the 99. How about a big hand for Dalton Zier? You were entertaining tonight. I'll tell you, you and that 8 car spent about 3/4 of the race glued together. 3rd place, battling with these guys here. You got to be pretty happy.
Absolutely. I mean, we're an excellent company, and I mean, these guys have both got a tremendous amount of experience here and every track. So to run as well as we did was really, really special. And I mean, I'd like to thank my crew all here for putting a great car together for me and setting it up all day. I mean, it showed we were getting through the ends. I mean, we were definitely getting through the ends. May have made the wrong call with the carburation, but that's first time here. That's the beginner's learning experience.
First time here in a car that you don't run a whole bunch, I know, and all things considered, I mean, this is a great way to do it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we didn't even plan on running this race until last week, Tuesday. All of a sudden it was like, well, hey, we got a car, let's go run it. And Joe slammed it together with Dennis and the guys back at the shop, Wayne. I mean, obviously, everything was tight on the car and good to go because, like I said, to run in the company that we did, next to Matt, behind Matt for as long as we did, I got a learning curve. That was definitely a learning experience well worth the trip.
Congratulations on the 3rd place, my friend. Dalton Zier, 3rd place in a Colony Brands 100. Race fans, that puts a big pretty bow on one heck of a racing night at Wisconsin's fastest half mile. And like Travis Sauter said, if this is your first time here tonight, don't make it your last. Come on out to Madison International Speedway on a Friday night throughout the summertime. The Super Lates return on July 11th. June 27th, fireworks night, largest aerial fireworks display at any racetrack in the Midwest, along with the Big 8 Late Model Series, the Great Northern Sportsman Series, and the 4-cylinder Bandit Division, all in action then. This Friday night, racing with the American Ethanol Super Trucks, also the Sportsman, presented by Dave's White Rock, the Roto-Rooter Legends, and the Pelletary Waste Systems Bandit Divisions. Race time, 7:30. Check out our website, MadisonInternationalSpeedway.com, for the latest information on your favorite speedway, news, standings, schedules, and more. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at MIS Racing. Pit gates will be open to you. Pit gates located behind turn 1. Just follow the paved area behind the grandstands in front of the concessions, down to turn 1 to the pits. Get up close with these cars. For those of you, and there's a good bit of you who missed the autograph session earlier this evening, you can get down there and meet some of these drivers before you get out of here tonight. When you do head out of here tonight, please take your time. A lot of folks in the pit area want to make sure you get out of here safe, get home safe, so please drive home carefully and arrive home safely. On behalf of the racing men and women in the pit area and all the folks who helped put on the show, and for my co-host John Wells, I'm Eric Hienefeld. I had a blast tonight. I hope you did too. It was one terrific night of stars here at Wisconsin's Fastest Half Mile. Thank you very much for being a part of this special evening. Again, please drive home carefully, arrive home safely. Good night to you, and we'll see you at the races. Good night.